This is the gold 1 month overview reading for the month of March 2023. It's currently February 13th, 2023, 7:26 p.m. Eastern Time. Gold spot price at the time of this reading, an ounce is currently $1,868.40. And the shuffle file we're about to play was created yesterday at 9:57 p.m. Eastern Time. That's February 12th. The overall theme and behavior for the month, we have the Fool card, so there's an unexpected move here. It's crossed with, there's an improbable move crossed with an unexpected move to the upside. So looks like there's quite a lot of chart movement going on. The highs and the lows are within close proximity to each other, and there's a key technical price level that's important on the scale of like a 1 year kind of scale chart. There'll be a key resistance level that's highlighted. My sense is that we see the resistance level at the very beginning of the month. It's hard to say, but there's a key technical price level here at the beginning of the month, and there's a key technical price level here at the end of the month. Whether it's the same price level remains to be seen. Behavior around the highest high. Looks like we have a decision between two leaders that impacts gold in such a way that there's a move higher, creating a peak, and then there's a decline back down from there. Usually it's like there's like one high on the chart when you get this, possibly with two lows. If you saw this in the low position, it would be two lows for sure. But the Magus card, there's a notable move on a 1 month scale. It'll stand out to the low and out of the low. Behavior on the first, we have out of a decline, a notable move to the upside, even in the face of seemingly overwhelming headwinds. It's an unexpected move higher. There's a prominent crest and a prominent trough here on the first second. Sometimes when these like line up right on top of each other, it's more like there's a prominent crest here on the second, and possibly a prominent trough here on the third. And there's a sideways S formation here on the second. On the chart pattern, it would be like a sideways S if you turn it on its side. Behavior around the third. It looks like out of a midday low, there's a significant move higher. Even you could say like a breakout there. The rally ends with rally along a diagonal trend line, ends with a fast sudden move higher, and then a decline through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. That's the overall trend there, and there's a trade opportunity there, which I'll get into in the paid version. On the fourth, we have a move higher through resistance. It's key resistance on a 1 month. We stay above it briefly, and then we break back down through the same price level shortly thereafter. There's a key technical price level on the fifth, a key support level that's revisited when we have a period of sideways rotation and a sharp drop within that period of sideways rotation, which brings us to revisiting that support level. Two trade opportunities there as well. We'll get into that. On the sixth, we have the halting of a bullish trend marked by a sharp decline through a key support level on the scale of a 1 month. On the seventh, we establish a sound foundation of support, and then on the eighth, there's a notable move to the upside. It'll stand out on a 1 month with a prominent crest. Prominent crest there early on the 9th, and then a higher one on later on the 9th. It looks like we have a high there either on the 9th or the 10th, probably on the 10th. In the midst of some price swings on the 9th into the 10th where we establish support. We probably see the high on the 9th and the 10th. We go from like this high to a gap down overnight into the 10th, in the morning of the 10th. There's a significant gap down there, and we establish support at a prominent trough early in the morning, and then there's a big move to the upside standing out on a 1 month with a prominent crest or a high for the month here on the 10th as well. On the 11th, we probably open lower, and then we have a fast sudden move higher, pushing us higher. Trade opportunity there, as well as a trade opportunity on the 12th, in the midst of a significant amount of price change. Usually when you see the Ace of Discs, it's a significant support level that's met after a big move, either to or off of it. Or I should say after if it's off of it. But my point being is, like, we probably hit a crest. So, matter of fact, we probably decline into a low there, established support at a low, and it's a prominent low for the year. Pretty juicy trade opportunity in here over this last few days here. And then there's a notable move to the upside, reaching to reach a new support level and establish support at a higher level successfully. On the 13th, we declined from that support level that we established successfully around the high on the 12th. We declined from that same price level on the 13th through multiple support levels. On the 14th, we have a rally along a diagonal trend line breaking through horizontal resistance, meeting secondary resistance, and then pulling back to somewhere between those two price levels, and then a prominent trough or low on the 15th, with a decline in there that offers a trade opportunity as well, and that's that shuffle. I'm going to close that now. On the 16th, we have erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level, confirming a bullish trend. In the midst of that behavior, there's both a decline offering a trade opportunity, and there's a crest that's revisited that was recently a past opportunity. My sense is it's probably the crest we see here on the 14th. Yeah. On the 17th, we may come up against that crest again. We have a failed attempt to break through key resistance, followed by a decline through key support. And there's a bit of a decline from the 16th into the 17th into the 18th and 19th, where we have our lowest low most likely. I might have left out that the 10th is probably the highest high. No, I didn't. 9th or the 10th, right? So here, the 18th and the 19th, most likely the 19th is the lowest low. And so we have like this decline into it. There's a bullish move here on the 18th. Out of this decline, there's a push to the upside, pushing the upper end of a range higher, and then on the 19th we meet resistance, and we break down from that resistance with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down into a low. We reestablish support, a key support on the 20th on a 1 month scale, and then on the 21st, there's a notable move, even a breakout, you could say, on the 21st, followed by a brief peak that's easily missed. Matter of fact, I think the breakout probably takes place on the 21st, and the peaks here, there's a speech of some sort towards the end of the day or in between the trading hours, between the 20th and the 21st. There's a speech here that can be trusted, and it looks like it's a brief peak in the midst of this breakout on the 20th, 21st. That's easily missed and is an opportunity, which I'll get into in more detail in the paid version. We declined through multiple support levels from that peak into the 22nd. On the 23rd, out of oversold territory, there's a notable move to the upside sitting out of the 1 month, followed by a decline on the 24th, back down through a support level that we recently broke down through once before. We may see the lowest lows again here. Maybe not. It's possible, hard to say, but on the 25th, there's a prominent trough and a prominent high. We have a trough on the 24th, 25th, 26th, and a prominent crest here, which looks like it probably ends up being on the between the 25th and the 26th, actually. And there's multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance there on the 25th, and then the 26th, I'm advised to be cautious. There's like a point at which we might want to chase a rally there on the 26th, but I'm advised against that. And looks like on the 27th, we decline through a support level, meet a second support level, and then rotate sideways along that support, also providing a trade opportunity there. On the 28th, an intentional fake out or shakeout of some kind. Looks like we have a bit of a change in direction, first to the upside, then to the downside there on the 28th. On the 29th, three crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level, confirming a bullish trend. On the 30th, a notable decline that'll stand out on a 1 month, and on the 31st there's a resistance level that's highlighted that's significant, likely on more than just the scale of a 1 month. So interesting. And there's enough price movement on the 30th to provide a day trade opportunity and an ability to position oneself in both directions using options. And then the April sneak preview is 3 pokes through the same price level, followed by a sharp decline from the third poke. That's gold for March 2023, my friends. If you're interested in the paid version, check out our website, tarotfortraders.com. Check out this our services tab. You want to click on Eso-Meta forecasts. That'll take you to click here for your forecast, where you type in the ticker that you're interested in. Click on subscribe here, and this is by far my favorite way for people to support the channel, because it allows us to budget ahead, to know what's coming in, and plan accordingly with our predictions. This is how you guarantee whatever ticker you want to come out comes out, but you also get the paid version, which includes the best trades that we see for that month. Most importantly, though, guys, make sure you follow the rule of karma. That's what it's all about for us. That's 5% of the profits that you make from this information should go back to the channel. Here at PayPal and Cash App, 5% of the profits should be donated to one of these charities, or pay it forward to somebody that you know somewhere else. But that's the rule of karma, guys. You must follow this rule of karma. Every single time you make money from this information, or the universe will shut you off. That's the way it works. I promise you on that, so don't disappoint yourself. Be that angel investor like so many other people are being. You're investing and you're also doing good for the world. Be both. The angel investor, my friend. And with that said, make sure you spend that money out of love. The universe will send it back to you tenfold in all directions, my friends. I'll see you on the next one, and stay tuned if you're watching the paid version. We're going to get into those trades now. My friends, thank you so much for supporting the channel through your paid version of the gold. It really does help to support the channel in a really profound way, allowing us to budget ahead. And also, it helps to support the content coming out, because there's the public version of this video, which doesn't include the trades. It also comes out a lot later than the paid version gets sent to you, just if you're wondering. But much appreciated. It allows me to work on my passion. There's a couple of pretty juicy trades. There's a trade here early in the day on the 10th at a high. Well, actually, that high might be towards the end of the day, but there's a high. We established support early in the day, and then there's a big move to the upside. It looks like we have a peak or crest there at the end of the day. So yeah, somewhere around the end of the day, I'd say. It's either that or it's on the 9th, but I think it's probably the 10th that you want to open up a short position. You can close that short position. You could close that short position here on the 19th, or you could close it on the 18th or the 19th, you could say. And then there's you could open up a long position on the 19th towards the end of the day, close that long position in a couple places, depends on how long you want to hold it. My sense is probably best bet is to hold it to a prominent crest or an important technical price level here on the 31st, where it'll be an important price level on the scale of probably like a 1 year chart. Just more important than just the scale of 1 month, that's for sure. So it looks like in the midst of a decline on the 5th, you could open up a long position, close that long position on the 6th early in the day, most likely, before the decline through the halting of the bullish trend. You could open up a short position at a peak on the 14th after we break through horizontal resistance, meet a second resistance, and then pull back. Open up a short position, close that short position in the midst of a decline on the 15th. Or you could probably hold it into the 18th or 19th as well. This looks like a decline. Is the 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th all have the Ace of Cups energy in them. These probably dabble with the same resistance level more than once. It may be the same resistance that we saw here on the 14th. But my sense would be to go for a bearish position into the 18th, 19th. You could also open up a long position. So you could open up a short position on the 22nd at a crest. Matter of fact, I think that's probably on the end of the day on the 20th. When there's a speech, there'll be a speech. So a brief peak that's easily missed. You could open up a short position. That one's a little, you know what? Stay away from that one. It's a little fuzzy. Stay away from that one. And then there's a quick short trade you could do on the 25th towards the end of the day and close that on the 27th or the 28th, probably the 27th. There's a day trade on the 5th from a decline to establishing support. Like there's like a price swing and sideways rotation along a key support. So you go from a decline, open up a bullish position, close it on the same day on the 5th, or probably early in the day on the 6th. I think anything else is redundant. That's the best trades for March 2023, my friends. Some months are better than others, but this appears to have some pretty solid short-term trades. And I'd love to hear how you do. Love to hear, it really helps to motivate us here when we hear that we're making people money. I know we are, but I love to hear the stories about it because it's really awesome. But with that said, thanks again for supporting the channel. Don't forget about that rule of karma, and make sure whatever you spend that money on, you spend it out of love. The universe will send it back to you tenfold in all directions, my friends. Later.